Seth, I'm sorry. Can you eat the leftovers for dinner today? You can eat whatever there's left in the fridge.
Huh? Am I supposed to warm it up myself?
I'm having really bad migraines today. It's hard for me to cook dinner in this condition.
You quit your job. Can't you at least prepare dinner for me?
I'm sorry, but I never expected to get sick like this. I hope you can be more considerate.
Okay. You have a great excuse because you're sick.
Stop being so mean.
After we were barely making ends meet when both of us worked. After you fell sick, I have to work harder to bring enough money to the household. Imagine how I feel.
I'm sorry I had to quit my job. But I thought we promised that we would help each other out during our hardships. And the reason why we barely had enough money was because you were spending too much, Seth.
They were all necessary for my job. I guess you don't understand what it's like to be a guy. We have to wear decent clothes or they look down on me.
But I don't think you have to spend that much money. They also get paid around the same amount as you, don't they?
How about when I meet clients? I have to dress properly and look good. You don't know what my job is like. And don't forget you're jobless right now. You should thank me for earning our living expenses. Do you understand that?
I'm fully aware of that.
Just stop complaining. And if you want me to stop wasting money, you should start doing so first.
I only spend a minimum amount of money. I don't buy new clothes like you every month.
But you eat 3 meals a day.
Huh? Yeah, that's true. You don't work. You're in bed most of the time.
Then why should you eat the same amount as me? I have a good idea. You should eat my leftovers. We can save money if we don't serve you 3 times a day.
Wait a minute. Are you serious?
We have to save money as much as we can. And do you even get hungry when the only thing you do every day is sleep?
We get hungry just by being alive, Seth. It's true that I'm not as hungry as when I worked. But I do housework sometimes when I feel better.
Let's try it out for a while. You're gonna be living on leftovers from now on. If you manage to survive with leftovers, we'll be able to save so much money. Prove to me that you're only using a minimum amount of money.
Okay, if you say so. But Seth, are you aware of how toxic you're being right now? I'm really shocked to see you change like this as soon as I got sick and quit my job. Did you marry me for my money?
Huh? You were the one who annoyed me by telling me to stop wasting money. You know why I have less pocket money? It's because you feel sick. You understand that?
I'm sorry. I understand. Let's stop talking about this.
I'm glad you fully understand. You should be aware of your position. You're jobless, okay? You're not supposed to complain to me. Blame yourself, not me.
Seth, I have a favor to ask. I have to visit the hospital for my checkup tomorrow. So, can you give me some money for the payment? Maybe a few $100s?
A few $100s?
I don't think it'll be that expensive, but just in case.
I bet you're planning to use the money to go shopping after the checkup.
No, I won't go shopping. I always give you the receipt, Seth. I'll give you back the money I didn't use.
I gave you money a few days ago for our living expenses, but you're asking me for more.
That's for our food expenses and basic living needs. It's not enough to pay for my hospital bills. Hey.
Are you really trying to save money? We're running out of money.
Then give me back my bank account. I'll pay for my hospital fees using my own savings. Are you happy now?
I won't give you back your bank account now. We decided I'll be in charge of that money management. Remember? Don't complain now.
Seth, what's wrong with you? I've never asked you to manage my bank account. You're the one who forcefully took it away from me. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's really stressful to live with you like this. I'm planning to go back to my parents' house for a while to take a good rest.
Huh? Are you serious? I'm working so hard for you, but you're leaving me?
I'm thankful that you're working so hard to earn us a living. Be honest with me, Seth. You don't want me here, do you? After I got sick and quit my job, you've been treating me horribly. I'm not asking you to be extra nice to me because I'm sick. But I was hoping you'd be more considerate of me.
If I wasn't considerate of you, you would be kicked out of the house by now. You're looking gloomy and sick at home every day, doing nothing at home, but I still allow you to live in our house.
I live on leftovers, Seth. And I try my best not to use the heater so that we can save our electricity bills. You've been coming home drunk recently, Seth.
I have to socialize with my coworkers and clients to maintain a good relationship with them. I told you this before. My boss changed recently and she's super annoying. She keeps on forcing extra work on me.
But you can't just go drinking every single day. If you didn't waste money on drinking, we could have used it for our living expenses.
Why do I have to save money so that you can live a better life? I'm using my pocket money to go drinking. Why do you have to complain like this? I have a job. I work every day.
I know that.
You know nothing. I'm going to forbid you from going to the hospital.
Huh? Why?
To save money. You're not getting better at all. What's the point of visiting the doctor? You've been staying at home for more than 3 months. I don't think your hospital fees are worth it.
You're being ridiculous. Why do you think I visit the hospital regularly? I'm trying my best to recover.
I don't think it's working. Come on, let's save money, Lola. You don't have to visit the hospital. Maybe we'll save enough so that you'll be able to eat a full meal, not just leftovers.
Have you lost your mind? Do you understand how ridiculous you sound right now?
You're the crazy one. Do you think you can live alone without me? You don't have anyone to depend on. Your father passed away a few years ago and your mother's also ill at the hospital. You're sick, Lola. How can you make a living on your own?
But I still prefer to leave this house. I don't think I'll be able to recover in this house living with you. So please, just give me back my bank account. Let me leave.
Shut up. I'm busy with work. Let's end this conversation here.
Don't try to end our conversation.
I'm not going to give you any money when I get home. Make sure to cancel your appointment tomorrow. Stop wasting our money on your useless visits to the hospital. Where are you, Lola? What were you doing opening all the cupboards in the house? It's as if someone broke into our house. Don't tell me you were finding your insurance card.
Why do you care?
Don't be stupid. Who allowed you to visit the hospital? Get home right now.
You're being really arrogant right now. But your wife is never coming back home.
Wife? Huh? Who are you? Aren't you Lola?
Lola, your wife, is at the hospital sleeping right now. I'm your boss, Renee.
Huh? Wait, Renee? My boss?
Yes, I'm your boss. I borrowed Lola's phone for the time being.
Hello, Renee. How are you? Why are you with my wife?
I had a couple of questions regarding her husband, so she invited me to come over. It seems like you haven't been coming home since yesterday night. While we were having a conversation, your wife fainted, so I took her to the hospital.
I'm sorry my wife caused you trouble. But why did you visit her? I thought it was your day off.
I told you, I wanted to get to know you better. Well, turns out, you were a terrible guy. Could you come to our office? I want to meet you in person.
Yes, I'll be right there. I might smell of alcohol, but would you mind?
How can you be drinking when your wife is in this state?
My friend forced me to drink. I'm sorry if the smell bothers you.
As long as you're calm enough to have a proper conversation with me, I don't mind. And be prepared to give back your wife her bank account.
May I ask why?
Your wife asked me to. She said she wanted to leave the house.
That's a private matter. That's our problem.
She told me that you didn't even listen to what she said and refused to give her enough money to pay for her visits to the hospital. How can you refuse when she's sick? Are you serious? Seth, do you understand how serious this is?
Renee, I'm sorry, but this is our problem. I think you're invading our privacy.
Nope. This is also my problem.
Huh?
Seth, You've been embezzling funds from the company, haven't you? If you try to escape, you'll face harsher punishments. You're being monitored too. Stop making excuses and give her back her bank account. Come meet me at the office. Right now.
Lola, are you coming home? Please. Please come home as soon as possible. I apologize for everything I did to you.
I think you heard from Renee about this, but let me tell you again. I want to get a divorce.
I don't want to get a divorce. I think I've been a bit too harsh on you. Knowing that you're a kind person who will forgive me no matter what I did. I promise I'll be a better person.
You who embezzled money from the company and used them to go meet your lover who worked at the bar? You who used up all my disability insurance money? I don't think you could ever be a decent person.
I'm so sorry.
And I know you were also trying to withdraw my personal savings. But you failed to because you didn't know my passcode, right?
I really need the money. To be honest, I have some debts too.
I know. Renee told me everything. You used up all your money to please your lover, didn't you? I'm really disappointed in you, Seth. I knew you married me for money.
No, that's not true. I met her after we got married. She was a really nice girl. It made me want to help her pursue her dreams. I never had any romantic feeling towards her.
You even embezzled money from your company! I can't believe you did this, Seth! I will never understand what's going on in your head! I never want to know, honestly.
I'll stop meeting her. I'll never go to that bar again.
You can even if you wanted to. But you're really lucky, Seth. The company's not gonna sue you if you pay them back the amount you embezzled, right?
I'm hopeless. I won't be able to work for my company anymore. I'm going to be hired at their subsidiary company. I'll work there until I finish paying them back.
They're really nice for hiring you after all you did. You're lucky, Seth.
How am I lucky? I'll only be able to earn half of my current pay. And I have to pay for my debts too. My life is over, Lola.
So what? Do you want help from me? You deserve it, Seth. You have to take responsibility of your own actions.
Lola, I'm really sorry. Money was the only thing on my mind recently, and I was taking out my frustrations on you. I promise to respect you and to take care of you at all times. I value your opinions more than mine and support you as much as I can until you fully recover. So please, let's get back together. I need you by my side. I need someone responsible to stay with me.
I was always by your side, but you still decided to embezzle money and use up your money for this young girl at the bar. I don't think I'm capable to stop you from taking these irresponsible actions.
No, I need you. I depended on you too much because you were so responsible. But I really want to become a better person.
Stop being so ridiculous. It's none of my business. You want to get back together for money. You know I'll be receiving my disability insurance money every month, and I also have my savings in my personal bank account. You're desperate for money. I know what you're thinking.
No, you're misunderstanding. Believe me. I promise to become a better person. I'm not my old self anymore. I can't live without you, Lola.
Well, I can live without you. I'm better off without you, jerk. Huh? I can't live with someone who only feeds me leftovers when I'm sick and forbids me to visit the hospital to save money. Who would want to get back together with such a jerk? Are you aware of what you did to me? When I worked, I did most of the housework for you. When I fell sick, you suddenly changed your attitude, treating me like I was a nuisance. I never ever want to see you again, you jerk.
Lola, I'm really sorry. I regret everything I did to you. I'm sorry. Please help me out. I can't live without you.
I don't care. It's none of my business. Just sign the divorce papers. Renee's gonna get us the papers the next time we meet, so be prepared.
Please don't dump me. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart.
You're the one who caused all of this trouble. I don't want you to waste any of my money anymore. The best way to save money is to divorce you, Seth. I was able to get divorced with Seth, thanks to his boss, Renee. Without her help, I would have encountered more problems in the process of divorce. We didn't have much property we owned as a couple, but I made sure to receive some compensation money from him, considering the emotional pain he caused me. Seth is currently having a hard time working at the subsidiary, trying to pay back his debt and the money he embezzled. The company decided not to sue him because the amount he embezzled was just a few $1,000,000. But his company told him that they would sue them the instant he tries to escape or run away from his debt. His parents also decided to break relations with him after hearing what he did. They kindly helped me move out, worried that it might be hard for me to do everything alone because of my health condition. Thanks to their help, I am now resting well at my parents' house. Now that I moved back to my parents' house, I'm able to visit my sick mother, who's staying at the hospital. Most importantly, I am finally free from my stressful relationship. Fortunately, I think I am slowly recovering from my sickness. Renee and Seth's parents contact me once in a while to check on me. And I'm really thankful of all the people around me who are always considerate of me and willing to support me when I need their help. I hope I recover soon, and I wish to become someone who would always be there to help their loved ones, like they did to me.
Why was your husband at my child's sports day?
I'm sorry, sister. I left in the middle of Fiona's sports day, even though you invited me.
Don't worry about it. It would be odd if I didn't feel shocked seeing that.
I never thought I'd see my own husband there.
I was really surprised.
Who was that flashy woman with Billy?
I got closer and heard their conversation. They were really excited, saying that's my son. And the woman was saying something like, well, it's my genes.
They were talking about the boy who won the race, right? I wonder if that's Billy's child.
I wonder.
Even though he always said he didn't want children because he didn't like them.
That boy's in 3rd grade, so he's about 9 years old now, right?
9 years ago.
At that time we weren't even married. We hadn't even met yet, right?
Yeah, we met 5 years ago and got married 4 years ago.
I don't have any information since my child just started school. I'm sorry, I can't help you.
I'm sorry too. I made Fiona's first sports day a weird atmosphere.
It's not Emma's fault.
There's no such thing as a look-alike, right?
I understand you don't want to believe it, but isn't that unlikely? It looked exactly like Billy.
Yeah.
It's all because I invited you to the sports day.
Don't say that. I was happy you invited me today. Since I don't have children, I enjoyed cheering for Fiona with all my might. Your lunch was delicious too. It reminded me of my childhood sports days.
That's right.
It was supposed to end as a fun day.
There's no point in moping alone. Why don't you try asking him directly?
I guess I have to.
First, ask casually, like, what were you doing today?
I see.
See how he reacts to that, and then see what to do next. If he keeps pretending he doesn't know, let's think about it together then.
Yeah, I'll try that.
You can't lose. Men are liars. You need to see that clearly.
I'll try. Why are you out on a Sunday?
I had to work today.
I see. I just got back from going out today too.
Oh. I think I won't be able to come home tonight because I'm busy.
You've been working a lot on weekends recently.
Really, I wish they would give me a break. I mean, it's the weekend.
Thanks for your hard work.
Where were you, Emma? You left pretty early this morning.
I was invited by my sister to watch Fiona's sports day.
Oh.
I left early to help her make lunch.
Fiona is already in elementary school. Your sister-in-law lives in the next town. Right?
That's right. They moved in time for her to start elementary school.
Which elementary school was it again?
Gulliver Elementary School.
Huh.
What's wrong?
Emma, you were at Gulliver Elementary School today?
Yeah, it was fun. Fiona did her best in the race. She came in second.
I see.
Oh, there was this really fast boy in 3rd grade.
Huh.
He was way ahead of everyone else. It was so cool. I remember there was a fast boy when I was in elementary school too.
I guess so.
Didn't Billy also say that he was fast?
No, I wasn't anything special.
I think your mother-in-law once bragged about it. She said Billy was always number 1.
I don't remember. It was so long ago.
Oh, sorry for talking so much while you're at work.
No, it's okay.
Should I bring you dinner? I can make a boxed meal quickly. Wait for me.
I don't need it.
Why? It's a waste of time to go and buy it.
My boss just brought me some.
That's great. I'm glad.
Yeah.
It was pretty hot today. I got sunburned and I'm tired, so I'll rest a bit.
Do you want a shoulder massage? Should I come home early?
No need to go out of your way. You rest.
I have work though.
Oh, right. It's tough with the overnight shift, but do your best.
Yeah, thanks.
Sorry to bother you at this hour, Helena.
It's been a while.
I've been out of touch. I wanted to ask something.
What is it?
Do you know of any women Billy was dating about 9 to 10 years ago?
You're asking about something quite old. Billy is 35 now, so he would have been 25 at the time. Oh.
Do you remember anything?
That rat!
What?
I remember now. The person he was dating at the time was a terrible woman.
Really?
She had blonde hair, wore makeup as if it was for a special event, and her nails were about 10 centimeters long.
She sounds quite flashy.
Yes, I was surprised, but it's not like I'm criticizing her for her looks. It's just that her personality was awful.
What kind of person was she?
You know, when she came to our house and I cooked and served her food?
Yes.
What do you think she did?
Normally, she would enjoy the meal.
No, the moment she took a bite, she took the plate to the toilet and flushed it all.
Why would she do that?
Right? Can you believe it?
Your cooking is very delicious. I like it because it has a gentle taste.
Exactly. She said, ugh, gross.
She sounds very rude.
If that was all, it would have been okay. Everyone has their own taste in food.
You're too forgiving.
What I couldn't forgive was that she sold all the valuable things in our house without permission.
She sounds like a criminal.
Exactly. She broke into our warehouse, where we had stored heirloom items that my husband had been treasuring, and took everything away. I was so angry that I reported her to the police right away. It seems she didn't end up in prison though.
I see.
I told Billy that if he kept dating such a woman, he would not be allowed to cross our threshold, and I would disinherit him.
So that's why they broke up.
Probably. After a while, he married a respectable young woman like you, Emma, and I was relieved.
So that's what happened.
Did something happen?
I went to my niece's sports day today. There, I saw Billy and a flashy woman cheering for a 3rd grade boy.
What?
According to my sister who overheard their conversation, they were saying, he's just like my son.
If he's in 3rd grade, he's about 9 years old. It wouldn't be strange if he was in her belly at that time.
I wonder if they have been connected all this time.
If that's the case, it's chilling. My son, although he's my son, is terrifying.
I think he's going to stay at her house tonight. They're probably having a celebration after the sports day. He lied to me and said he had to work overnight.
I can't forgive him. Not only did he deceive me, but he also deceived you, Emma.
I'm more sad than angry.
I wonder if that's the reason why we can't have a child.
He's probably paying her something like child support. If I had a child, it would double the cost, so maybe he didn't want that.
Hold on for 2 weeks.
What?
Let's gather evidence and confront him.
How do I do that?
I'll arrange for a detective through a lawyer I know. You don't have to do anything. Let's also squeeze him for consolation money.
But
He's wasted 5 years of your life. Are you going to take it lying down?
no, I shouldn't.
Be angry, cry.
Helena,
I'll help you so that you can do that. Just bear with it a little longer.
thank you.
Alright, I'm fired up now.
Remember the day 2 weeks ago when you said you were staying at the office for a holiday shift?
What about it?
Where did you really stay that night?
What?
What were you doing that day?
Like I said, I was working.
I asked your colleagues, and it seems no one worked overtime that day.
Did you really go out of your way to check that? That's embarrassing. Won't you be honest with me? I was working, but had some meetings outside. I just didn't want to explain all that.
You won't admit it, will you?
What are you talking about?
You were at Gulliver Elementary School that day, right?
Why on earth would I go there?
It was your son's sports festival, wasn't it? You said you went to my niece's sports festival.
You saw me there?
You looked happy cheering. Of course, the kid is a fast runner just like you. He must be really cute to you.
It's not like that.
What do you mean it's not like that? 9 years ago, you broke up with that woman because Helena was strongly against her, but you had a child with her, didn't you?
Did you hear it from my mother?
She called her a rat, a thief without common sense, she said.
She was like that back then, but she changed after having a child.
Then you should have convinced Helena to accept her.
No matter how many times I asked her, she wouldn't.
So you married me to put your parents at ease while secretly maintaining another family.
I'm sorry, I just couldn't resist watching my child grow up. He resembles me and has good athletic abilities, and it felt good to have someone like a mini-me.
I wanted someone like that too, but you strongly refused, so I gave up. I forced myself to accept that it might not be so bad to just live as a couple.
I was afraid that if I had a child with Emma, my affection for my other child would decrease. I couldn't bear the thought of making him feel less loved.
I'm not a dummy to cover up your double life.
I'm sorry.
Helena paid for a detective.
What?
We have clear evidence that you have a secret child and a family.
Don't drag my mother into this.
It was Helena's offer.
You've got to be kidding me.
But the detective didn't just find out about that.
What else?
The woman you were with is getting arrested.
What?
It seems she hasn't changed her thieving ways.
Are you kidding me?
The detective was surprised too. He thought it was an infidelity investigation, but he ended up capturing a shoplifting scene.
What will happen to the child if she gets arrested?
I don't know. He goes to a facility or you raise him.
That's not funny. I only meet him occasionally. I couldn't handle such a bratty kid every day.
What?
It must be the mother's fault. He's always causing problems at school, and the only decent thing about him is his athletic abilities. He doesn't even get attached to me when I show up occasionally, calling me old man.
You're saying something completely different from before.
To be honest, I was just enjoying playing father. When I yelled, "Have you done your homework?" or hit him for speaking rudely to his mother, it felt like I had become a decent person.
What a person.
So, I won't raise him. I guess he's destined to go to a facility.
The man I loved for 5 years was such a jerk.
Now we can make a baby without any worries. How many should we make?
Don't joke around.
Well, a lot has happened, but it looks like everything is settling down, so let's pretend nothing happened and start over. Even Helena likes Emma, so it's fine to continue as we were.
Are you out of your mind?
What?
Who would start over with you? I don't want to see your face. I don't want to hear your voice. Helena is sitting next to me and feels the same way.
Why are you angry? It's all in the past, isn't it?
What's over? His life is still ongoing, and we have to move on too. You can't just drop him and say it's over.
You're too serious.
I'm going to claim damages from both you and your affair partner.
Please, spare me.
If you've laid hands on the child, I'll also report it to the police.
Stop it.
Also, Helena has something to say about your child.
This stupid son.
Mother, I'm your biological son. Don't be mean to Emma like this.
Shut up. Be quiet. About your secret child, I'm going to take him in.
What?
I failed at parenting. I let a jerk like you loose in the world. And that jerk went on to pass on his genes. I can't repeat the same mistake. So, I'm going to take responsibility and raise this child.
I just said some pretty harsh things.
Have you acknowledged the child?
Of course not. He's going to be listed in the family register.
Put him in your family register immediately.
I don't want to.
Just do it.
Jeez, give me a break.
Helena, you're wonderful. I couldn't do what you're doing.
You're just bored in your old age, right?
You should stop snapping like that from today.
Why?
You're getting arrested, getting fired from your job, being abandoned by your family. It's going to be tough, so why not change your heart too?
What? Why am I getting fired?
The detective found out. You were staying at another woman's house pretending to be on an outside job.
What?
Your company is strict about that kind of thing, isn't it?
Yes, they are. I've even been told recently to wear a GPS, and I was wondering what to do.
Isn't that good? You're free from the constraints of your company.
I'll lose my income.
You had another affair besides your second family. I must be quite a fool for not noticing.
Wait a minute, how much is the compensation?
Well, look forward to the claim.
I can't do it. Please, help me.
The mother of the child was arrested for theft, and Billy's violent behavior also came to light. As the mother was going to prison, she quickly relinquished parental rights, but sent a letter to my in-laws demanding money since she was giving them the child. Helena laughed and tore it up. My in-laws are raising the child who has been registered in Billy's family registry. Although Billy avoided serving time, he was fired for violating work rules, and even had to pay for the hours he had skipped. Our divorce was finalized, and I claimed $15,000 each from the two women. Billy's total compensation exceeded $37,000, and he was also told by Helena to send $400 a month for child support, so he's working triple shifts with no time to sleep. According to Helena, the little guy is a really good boy. I hope that the child will have happy days.